Alright, I'm going to give you a video tour of the Starcraft trailer that we have for sale, give you a feel for its features and its condition. I'll start with the exterior walk around of the trailer, show you some of the exterior features and how it's stowed. We'll walk inside and show you it as it's stowed, and then we'll set it up, show you that process, and then show you what it looks like when it's in camping mode. Why don't we start with a quick walk around the trailer. It's got a front deck for loading your toys. It can load several dirt bikes. We've had a couple kayaks on it just hanging over the front tray. You can also side load 2 quads or one front load 1 side by side. It's got 2 integrated power jacks on it that allow you to drop the bed all the way to the ground if you're front loading something, just to make it a little easier. And it also works out pretty well when you're loading it to your rig. It's got 2 dual 12-volt deep cycle batteries inside the battery box, and it's got an integrated switch that turns the power off for the batteries if you want to prevent them from being drained while it's just ancillary power. I usually keep it off until we're ready to camp, and then you just turn the switch, turn it to on mode. To operate the jack, you push down and it rises it, and you push up and it lowers it. A little counterintuitive, but that's just the way it is. It's got integrated ramps underneath the deck for use for loading toys. It comes with 2 different sets, one wood, it's a little lighter, and then some aluminum racks that were original equipment that come with it as well. And it's got several places to tie down your toys on the front. It's also got 2 twin propane bottles that are 20 pounds each. And it comes with twin regulators and shut-off valves. You can select which bottle you want to use. We'll start on this side. On the front, it's got a tip out for a queen size bed that sleeps 2 adults comfortably. It's got side storage for your tools and for additional equipment like hoses. The RVQ that comes with it is stored in this unit right here. And that's also underneath the couch inside. You'll see that better once we go inside. This is the port for filling the fresh water tank, and this is where you would attach a coax for your television if you're in a campground. It's got 4 Mud King tires that we bought with we replaced when we bought the trailer a few years ago. They've probably got 5,000 to 6,000 miles on them. They're in good condition, have lots of life left on them. There's a side tip out. It's a full size that sleeps 1 comfortably. We usually keep our luggage on this. It's a good place to keep stuff like just camping supplies, and keeps it out of the way while you're using the trailer. There's your dump station for your gray and your black water. Your exterior shower. This is where you hook your water connection for a pressurized hose. And then it's got a 30 amp, 15 to 20 foot plug for shore power. Spare tire in the back. Your gray and your black water drain hose is stored in the bumper. And then the rear has another tip out for a queen size bed that sleeps 2 comfortably. That's usually where my wife and I sleep. And it's got an overhead awning. And of course, this is where your refrigerator vent and your hot water vent is. This is where your RVQ attaches to the side of the trailer for exterior grilling. And this is the propane hose fitting for that RV or anything else that you wanted to connect to it. And that's the port for the heater inside. If you're interested in locking the unit up while you're in transit or while you're in a campground, you can lock the hatches. We never do, but they work fine, and there's a key for them. So let me open the trailer up, and we'll do an inside walkthrough. Okay, we'll walk inside the trailer now. This is in its stowed condition, so you can kind of see what it looks like once you get everything stowed up and ready to tow. This is where the front tip out leans into inside the unit. And this is easier to see once we get the camper set up. I thought I'd just give you a view for what the trailer looks like in its stowed position. So let's go ahead and get her set up and we'll show you what that looks like. Okay, the first step in the process is just putting in the braces for the tip outs. They're stored in the side the side cabinet right there. There's 2 or 3 pieces for each of the tip outs, and they just clip right into the front and into the deck to provide a base for the beds. So let me get the other ones installed and then we'll tip everything out. Okay, first step in the process is pretty easy. Just let the bed units down. And as you pull them down, the tent will fold up by itself once you are inside and put the inside brace in. So I'm going to pull the other 2 out and show you how the bracing goes inside. Okay, that's what the rear and the side tip outs look like once they're let down on the rear platforms. The inside brace hasn't been attached yet, and we still have to install the cushions for them. So we'll walk inside and take care of that next. Okay, once inside the trailer, this is the front tip out, and there's this bar that attaches to the front. Look underneath the tent. There's a little attachment place there. It's a little easier to do two-handed, but I'm going to try it one-handed to show you how this process works. You just lift that baby up, push it out, and then it attaches right there. All 3 are the same way, and then you put the mats on the bed. So let me get the other 2 set up and I'll take you to the next step. Okay, we've got the front fully set up with the bed. We still have to tack the tent covers down on the rim of the tip out. I'll show you how to do that in a sec. And then we've got the back and the side tip outs down as well. And you can see they both have the same similar bracing situation that allows the tent to stay tarped up when you're in camping mode. Each one has 3 windows as well that zip out or zip up based on what the weather is like outside. We'll open them up in just a second as well. Okay, now we're outside looking at the front tip out to avoid trapping the tent tarp inside the tip out when you enclose it. This comes off and it tucks in here so that you can close the tip out without rain getting inside and keeps a good seal. When you're setting the camper up, you pull this out, pull this over the lip, and they have these little elastic straps, and if you can see that attach to these little fittings right here. And that just hooks on. There's another one right here that hooks on to that strap. And let me go ahead and get the rest of this set up. And you can see how it looks once it's all done. Okay, the tip outs are all set up and braces are on and the tent tarps are tacked down to the sides. I'll show you the back unit and how that looks from the underside. See these little elastic straps? Just clip to the tie downs underneath, and it keeps the rain from getting inside the tent, and those work out really nicely.